Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome back to Papa Prepper. Tommy here. Thank you to all that was at Prep Your Soul last night. Very good live stream, a lot of good chat. Sunday night still by far my favorite live stream. Just the fellowship and everybody coming together in Jesus' name. Always makes for a good time, no matter what day. If it was on Wednesday nights would be my favorite live stream. Anyway, this morning, guys, I'm going to kind of go over with you. I did this some months ago with another creator. We kind of had a bug out bag challenge just to kind of see what was in whose bag, you know, and kind of compare and see what my strong points and his strong points or our weaknesses was. But I'm going on vacation in a couple months, and it's summertime, so I'm going to go through my bug out bag. So this is probably going to be a pretty lengthy video. If you don't make it to the end, I understand, but I'm going to go through and just kind of show you guys what I have, what I keep in my bag. Of course, some of the stuff is all weather, you know. It don't depend, or it doesn't matter what season it is, you're still going to want this stuff. So this goes, well, let me show you my bag first here. This is my bug out bag. It's 45 liters, but it will expand out to 70, which there's no way you can carry a 70 liter bag filled. That's going to be 60, 70 pounds. And if you're in it for a long trek, that's going to be a lot of breaks, a lot of stopping, a lot of resting, guys. My bag, I thought I had a tag on here. I can't remember what the company, what the name brand is or anything, which isn't really important. It's a good bag. It serves the purpose. I really like it. It's a really good bag. This goes on top of it goes strapped to the top of my bug out bag. This is a $3 shave kit bag from Dollar General. I happened to find it one day. I thought that would be an excellent first aid kit. So, let's see what I got in there. This little side pocket here. Got trauma shears, dressing shears. Inside, iodine. You can buy this stuff by 4 bottle boxes on Amazon for like 12 bucks. Allergy relief. Extra strength pain relievers. And most of this stuff is going to be like Walmart, Dollar General, Dollar Tree brand. It all works, guys. Advil liquid caps. I've got several different size suture kits. I'm not a professional. I have never been taught how to sew people up, but in a life or death situation, you're gonna try. Period. It's just, that's the way it is. Got petroleum jelly. I got 2 packs of Bleed Stop. Picked that up at Walmart. I've got 4 extra large surgical dressings. And I also have another, I think it's in one of the front pockets here, another first aid type pack that's got like bandages, stuff like that in it. But all this is in my little bag that straps to the top. And here is more different size sutures and the suture kit. Like I said, I've stitched myself up as opposed to going to the ER, because honestly, I was at a bad point in my life. I was fighting with an ex-girlfriend a long time ago. She threatened to cut me. She had a knife held under my throat. I grabbed it from her and told her if she was going to do it, just do it. Very dumb move. I sliced my own arm open. And I panicked because I was afraid if I went to the ER, I'd get myself in trouble. They would think I was suicidal or something, so I just happened to know a guy who knew a guy and got a hold of the suture kit and did it myself. I'm not recommending that. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm saying I done it in a moment of desperation. But SHTF, there's definitely, most likely going to be several moments of desperation, and there's some things you're just going to have to rely on your instincts and common sense to be able to do. Now, you can order fake skin and things like that to learn how to suture. I've had plenty of sutures throughout my life. Like I said, I've not ever claimed to be a professional. Not saying that I should do it, but I'm saying I would do it if I had to. So there's that. Unsnap this. First little pocket here. Now, bugging out, you're not going to have a lot of room, okay, to carry a lot of different things. Sorry about the fireworks, guys. It is the night of the 4th, so bugging out, you're not going to be able to take a whole wardrobe of clothes with you. In some cases, what you got on your back is what you got, you know. So I did purchase this. I thought it was a very good thing to have on hand. Some of you folks might think it a little extreme. I think there's 3 of us that would be bugging out if we had to. Plus, when we get to where we're bugging out to, there would be another 6 people. Nope, yeah, 6 people. So it'd be 9 altogether. So I got this. I mean, that is a complete sewing kit. About every possible color thread you could want. Several feet of each spool. Scissors, safety pins, fingernail clippers, buttons. A little bit of everything in here. And this was like, I think I got this on Amazon as well for like $8, 10 at the most. So I think it's a really good idea to have a decent sewing kit. Because like I said, the clothes you got, that's all you got. I mean, you don't know when you're going to be able to get more. And it's really light. Don't weigh anything. So that's that compartment. Second little compartment on the front here. My emergency radio, AM, FM, NOAA radio. It's battery operated, plus it's got a crank and solar panels. So there's 3 different options to power this bad boy. It's got a flashlight on the end. Also on this end, it's got, if I can show you, it's got USB plus a micro or a mini USB. I think was what those are called. You know, you gotta do a sequence here to get it turned on. It might be dead because it don't have batteries in it. Yeah, it's dead. You get a couple cranks here. That should be enough just to show you something. Or not. Well, at any rate, if you sit here and crank the time out of it or just throw some batteries in it, that's an awesome little radio. I've gave a couple of those away on my channel. Here's my other little first aid kit. I'm not going to unbag all this, but there's waterproof tape. There's the big bandages. I got several alcohol swabs in here. Several different kind of just strip bandages. Got a pair of gloves in there, some hand sanitizer. I've got an Ace bandage wrap. I've got that little thing right here is called No Sting. It's like a little antihistamine pin. I don't think you can really overdo it on being ready for any kind of first aid, guys. So just keep that in mind. These are just extra D-rings and clips for the bag. Here I've got my fire starting stuff. Some of it I've got more to add to this. That's another thing you can never skimp out on is a way to make fire. I've got the USO or UCO, however you want to say it. Like I said, I'm not into it for the name brands or the names of brands. You know, I like what works. I like what's not going to leave me stranded. These are waterproof matches. These are by far the best that I've come across. You can light this dude and completely submerge it in water, watch it bubble and fizz, and take it out and it's still lit, still got fire. These are awesome to have. The strike pads right here on the side, and it comes with extra strike pads to change in and out. These I would hold on to until you absolutely have no other means of building a fire, because they are one of your most reliable sources. I got these at Walmart. I think there's 24 of them in here for $3. And for the peace of mind of being able to get a fire going even when it's wet and raining, pending that you have dry wood and tinder, can't beat that for the price. I've also got some Zippo lighter fluid, just for a fuel source. I've got a collapsible billow, so you can get down in there and blow on your fire to nurse it into burning without getting down there and breaking your back and getting your face right in your fire or smoke and all that. I do have this fire starter here, ferro rod and striker. It's forget where I got it from, most likely Amazon, but it works very well. I mean, you can't beat it. It's really good, thick, solid ferro rod. And I got 4 strands of fat rope in here. I think that was just in a little kit. Yeah, I know it was in a little kit I bought, because it had 5 strands, and I took one of them out to... I always try to test my stuff, you know, get familiar with it, no matter what it is. You know, if it comes in like a 4 to 6 pack or something, I'm gonna burn up whatever it is. I'm gonna try it once, you know. I will sacrifice one of them just to make sure it's reliable. I know how to do it. I know it's gonna work. That's why you cannot go wrong with these matches. I'm telling you, they're very reliable. Now might just be me, but I feel if you're bugging out, that means you don't know if you'll ever be able to come back home. That means you don't know where you're going to end up living. It means you don't know what your future holds. So I got this. They are vacuum sealed. It's a set of 16 assorted organic seeds. There's everything from tomatoes, beans, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers. I think that's about it. And I mean, there's lettuce and, you know, some greens in there as well. I think there's onions in here and some peas. I mean, it's a very good variety, and they're all vacuum sealed in the bag or in this vanilla envelope and sealed. So those should stay good for, if they're properly vacuum sealed, you can usually get about 6 years out of your seeds before you would need to worry about replacing. And these are right now about 1 year old. So clearly, all the first aid stuff is going to stay in here right where it's at. My sewing kit and fire starters. I always keep that stuff right up front, easiest to get to, in and out. You definitely want that stuff easily accessible. Over here on the side, I've got this MOLLE bag that straps onto the side. I got a thermos on there, just a standard everyday run-of-the-mill Coleman thermos. You you never know. Go into the first long compartment here, undo my snaps on the sides. I apologize again for the fireworks, y'all. Here's where you get into more of my heavier stuff, stuff that I feel I gotta have in here. I can't take it out. And this is in no particular order. I'm not saying run out and buy this stuff, but I'm saying you're gonna want something like it or something very comparable as far as I'm concerned. This, I did spend the extra money because everybody calls on this name, and I absolutely do not regret getting it. Just to see what I could do, I sawed a 4x4 fence post in half in about 2 minutes. That's pretty good for a handsaw and a 4x4 treated post. But this is the Silky Big Boy. It's got a locking blade, several different ways you can use it. And the dude is razor sharp. Don't get your fingers in here. Don't drag your hand across it. Don't let it touch your arms. I mean, anything you're doing, use extreme caution because they mean business. These dudes are sharp. They will cut you to the bone. And a weapon, if it came down to it, I sure would. This dude I picked up at Tractor Supply just because it was on clearance. I brought it home, hit it a couple times. It does have a really nice edge on it. Serrated on the back. Really pretty sharp. Good little saw. I'm a knife guy. I love having knives. I think knives, you're always gonna need one. No matter if you're building, cooking, eating, skinning, hunting, fishing, whatever, you're gonna need a knife. Okay, this is a little overkill, I get that. But this is more like, chopping through stuff and, clearing out some brush, undergrowth, whatever. I would recommend having some type of little machete. Then we move on to, this is just a cheapie, but it's really sharp. Nice, good handle, good weight, very sharp little hatchet. You're definitely gonna want something like that. This is to sharpen my hatchet, big knives, my saw. You can sharpen all that with one of these right here. It's just a little whetstone. It has the fine and coarse sides, and it just sets in this little tray. It's got little magnets right there. It's called Sharp Pebble. Works very well. Definitely got to have some way to sharpen your knives. Absolutely. This, I just leave it in the box. Just if you're on the run, you finally you got an hour downtime, you're gonna stop, make yourself something to eat. Or if you're gonna camp out for the night and don't want to leave any visible signs that you are around. And this is the same folks that make the waterproof matches. This is a flat pack grill and fire pit. Sorry guys, try and get it in there. As you can see, it's not that big, but it's perfectly big enough to cook, 2 or 3 people, a little bit of food. And on the back here, you can see, several different, we can use it just to, stay warm. You can use it to cook with. It's basically just a little bitty portable fire pit with a grill top. I just thought it was a lot easier than trying to build a fire pit, make a fire ring or anything like that on the go. It cools down very quickly. Just a really cool little thing. I'm not saying everybody needs one of these. I'm just saying I preferred this. So it's just another means of heat or cooking, really. Most important thing in my bug out bag, and this is vacuum sealed. It's a cheap one from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, just to ensure I got one. The Holy Bible, Red Letter Edition, King James Version. That's just my personal preference. I think you ought to have one, because you never know if you're ever going to see one again. And the word of God's got to carry on, guys. It's the only thing that'll get us out of here. And that's that for that compartment. Now I'm leaving this stuff out because I'm going to repack it for more of spring, summer, which I already should have done. But like I said, I'm going on vacation, and we have the get together coming up in October. I just want my stuff ready to go, and I thought it would be cool to share with you guys what I got, what I'm taking, you know, the stuff, you know. I just thought you guys would be interested. Let me get back to the bigger compartment back here. I got this little dude. You can see that. This is really cool. This is a squeeze flashlight. Now, they're not top quality. You know, they're probably not going to last years, I'm sure. But it's cool. You know, just like the little crank radio I showed you, this one, you just squeeze it. You do that for 30 seconds to a minute. You got a good bright flashlight. I mean, of course, there's brighter. I ain't gonna lie. But, I mean, it's really pretty good. And this was just like $2. I'm not sure where it came from. Mrs. Papa Prepper picked it up for me. And when you're done using it, squeezing it, whatever, it's got a little lock right here. Locks it in so it's not all weird and awkward. And I mean, it's really simple, basic, but there's times that simple and basic's the best thing you can get. I do have, let me see here. I do have these are vacuum sealed as well. Just the long, hard plastic straws. I just carry this around. It's Ultimate Survival System. It's just kind of a quick little reference book. I forget, let me see here. It was like a thing that popped up, said, hey, do you want our free book? And I was like, sure. So I ordered that, and it came in the mail, and I stuck it in my bag, and that's where it stays. Just a quick reference. A lot of the stuff stays in my truck, or my H3. I always call it a truck. But, like my lantern, my tent, stuff like that. But I keep these in my bug out bag just so they won't get destroyed. Always have extra lantern mantles. Deck of cards. Got a deck of cards in here because keeping your sanity is going to be a big priority. There's either you got solitaire, single player games, or if there's 3 or 4 of you, 2 or 3, whatever. Play some rummy, go fish, old maid, who cares? As long as it's something to do to preoccupy your time. I've got this. It's one of the little wire saws. This I never have tested. Some people love them. Other people say they're nothing but junk. I keep it in there as a just in case, a fallback tool, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the, I can't remember if I kept what was in here. I think I pieced it out into different areas, but we'll see. Come on. They don't intend on it coming open easy. Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've got, you know, that cheesy little credit card thing that all these little kits come with. But, I mean, in a desperate situation, you never know. You know, so there's that. Of course, there's a whistle. This is approximately 100 yards of fishing line with 2 hooks in there, and bobber stops. My tackle box and poles stay in my H3. I've got, I'm pretty sure there's about 150 feet of 550 paracord in there. And then there's the little, well, not little, it's 130 by 210 centimeters emergency blanket that came in this kit. So I keep it all together, and it's just a good thing to keep my paracord in. Keeps it all nice and neat. Don't have to worry about it getting wrapped around everything. I have 2 of these, the emergency ponchos. They're also space blankets. They're dual purpose. I think I got a four pack of these for, I'm thinking like $12, $13 on Amazon. I did take one of them out just to see, make sure it fit me and everything, and they're all cool. So it fits a guy my size, and I'm 6'4", 355 pounds, so they're gonna fit most anybody. And keep on moving back through here. Got this little dude in here. This is a collapsible pan set. This I haven't used, clearly. It's brand new. But it's got the little saucepan here. It's got another little saucepan and a bowl. Plate / bowl. And it has a cup that goes with it. So, pretty handy little doodad. I think I got this. I picked this up at Walmart on clearance for like $5. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? Now the hard part is remembering how everything goes back together. That's the key to the whole situation. I believe it goes like that. Haha! Got it. Alright, so there's that. I have, this is a 2-person travel hammock. Supports up to 550 pounds, I believe. Because if we bug out, it will be me and Mrs. Papa Prepper. This will hold both of us very comfortably, just to get us up off the ground if we had to. Like I said, I do keep a tent and everything in my truck, but God forbid we got to leave it, head out on foot. I'm not lugging a tent and everything with us, so at least this will get us up off the ground, and we can cover it with one of the emergency blankets or ponchos and sleep as comfortably as we possibly can. And this back section back here, soap, dude wipes, kind of goes without explanation. Foot warmers. These work basically the same way the hand warmers do. Do not open outer package until ready to use. Remove warmer from package exposed to air. Place warmer inside footwear. Do not place directly against bare skin. After use, dispose of with regular garbage. You do want to make sure you're wearing socks and have some type of shoes with a little bit of ventilation or air, because if not, they're not going to work right. They have to have some type, which I haven't tried them yet. I'm going to be honest about that. I don't know if they'll work that well or not. I have an old pair of my glasses in here because clearly, I mean, contacts aren't going to last forever. I have 2 or 3 different pairs of glasses, so I keep one in the bag at all times. This little bitty toolkit here, it's just a little bitty screwdriver set. Just, I mean, for any, I mean, like my glasses. My glasses mainly why I have it. Just if I have to fix those or, you know, whatever. Just a little bitty screwdriver with different heads on it. Tape measure. It don't have to be nothing big, expensive, and fancy. You want to have a tape measure because all your supplies, when it comes down to, you know, you got to cut poles or tie stuff together, you know, you're not going to want a bunch of waste. You're not going to overexert yourself. You know, you're not going to cut a pole what you thought was 9 feet long when you really needed 11.5 feet. You know, that's just extra work. Make sure you have a tape measure. Another source of fire starter. These are excellent. I use these all the time in the wood stove in the winter. You just toss it in, light the pack. But of course, SHTF, you're just gonna chisel off as little as you need, and it will burn plenty of time to get a good fire going. Just a little bit of this stuff goes a long way when you're just building a fire. Gloves. And these aren't anything special. They're mossy oak. Actually, they're my hunting gloves as well. So I keep them in there. And I do have my hunting bag that stays with my bug out bag. And it has like my winter socks, thermal socks. I got compression thermal pants in there. All that kind of stuff stays in that bag because I'm not going to switch, you know, hunting season comes, I'm not going to take it out of my bug out bag, put it in my hunting bag. And when I'm done hunting, take it out, put it back in my bag. I just got 2 bags ready to go. They stay side by side. Now, obviously, like the compression pants and stuff like that, the insulated socks, I'm not concerned with carrying that around in the summer. So, you know, there's no need in that right now. I've got a little roll of wire here just to rig stuff together with. I think there's about 25-30 yards here. I think. I can't remember. It's been a while since I put this together. But you never know. You know, definitely save on your paracord and stuff when you can. And if you can get away with a little piece of wire like that, or stuff breaks on your vehicle, this stuff comes in handy all the time. It's kind of like duct tape. There's so many useful purposes for wire. Can opener. You definitely want to have a can opener. I got this little multi-tool. It's not top of the line. It's from Walmart. It's $5. It's open trails, but you know, it's better than having nothing. I can't afford a Leatherman or, you know, whatever the top ones are. I think SOG makes one too. But I mean, it's got the file. It's got a serrated knife, a couple different size screwdrivers on there. This side's got a regular blade, a Phillips head, a can opener, and that's about it. And then of course the pliers. So, and they're winter camo. But anyway, these were $5 at Walmart. I have nothing at all really personally bad to say about open trails. Of course, it's not going to take the wear and tear of like K-Bar and Leatherman and SOG and stuff like that. But I mean, that's what I can afford. You know, that's what I'm about, is showing people, you know, at least to start out with, and then upgrade as you can. But you definitely don't want to be caught in this situation with nothing. So it's better to have something cheap just to get you started. And then once you get a good supply of things together, then you can worry about upgrading your stuff to nicer things. Not necessarily nicer things, but more durable things. You know, a used Leatherman or K-Bar, or not K-Bar, SOG multi-tool, or what's the other one, Gerber. A used one of them is going to last longer than 5 of these brand new probably. But it's the fact of, at least I have this one to get me started. This is my collapsible shovel, my emergency shovel. It's a pretty cool little doodad. I really like it. It does several different things. Of course, if you put it all together, I'm not going to do all that right now, but you put it all together, you got a shovel. You also got a saw on this side. This side over here is an axe. Not that I would really use it for that much, because I've got an axe, a hatchet, and I'm going to need my shovel. So I'm not going to beat the tar out of it when I got an axe. But if you fold it down here and flip that up, and tighten this up here. Then you've got a pick, and that'll really come in handy. Trying to bust through some rocks or whatever, if you're setting some poles for a shelter, or, you know, what have you. Never know what, never know what is going to arrive. And this stuff here is built into it, into the handle. So you unscrew this bottom, this is the bottom half of the handle. You unscrew this end, there's a whistle, no big deal, whatever. I mean, if I'm bugging out, I'm not gonna want anybody knowing where I'm at, but it's for, if your group gets split up and everything, I know. But anyway, then the end of the handle comes apart, and here you've got another ferro rod. And like I said before, you can never have too many sources of building a fire. You can never have too many resources. And this little notch right here, that's what that's for, but that's really awkward. I mean, it's really awkward. So you'll have to, I would bring a different striker, which I've got strikers, so I'm not worried about that. And then this end comes apart, or actually this is the middle of the handle. It unscrews as well, and inside of there is a nice blade and saw on the other side, and the end of this is very sharp. You take it, flip it around the other way, and screw all this together like that. Right there, you got a little spear for fishing, frog gigging, whatever it is that you're trying to catch. I mean, or just self-defense. That dude is gonna go right through somebody, and that's gonna hurt. You might only get that much in, but if you really try, it's gonna go. So if that's your only means of self-defense, use it. But I really like this shovel. It's by Dew Hiker. This was probably, aside from the Noah radio, this is probably one of the most expensive things in my bag, because I wanted to make sure I had a good, reliable tool when it comes to the shovel and such. I think this was like 34 bucks, and of course, like SOG makes the shovels and stuff too. Excuse me, guys. A lot more money, but I mean, there are better ones out there. Like I said, the important thing is getting started. At least make sure you have something to work with. Life straw. Kind of goes without saying. Duct tape. Another life straw. This one here, it's got this can screw onto a bottle cap, or a pop bottle, 2-liter bottle, whatever. And you just turn it up and it flows right through there. It's pretty cool. I have used it. It works very well. And my wife also has a bug out bag. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, but I think that's where the Sawyer Mini's at. I should have brought her bag in here too, as a matter of fact. But she's got a Sawyer Mini in hers, and the bladder that attaches to it. We have some of the water tabs to purify water. That's in her bag. Basically, I have the life straws just in case we got separated, or we had to bug out separately and rally up somewhere. I can get water. And I clearly would prefer her to have the easiest means necessary. These guys, I gotta admit, I half bought them because they're cool, and I half bought them because if you don't have a weapon and you're forced into hand-to-hand combat, I'd rather be the guy that delivers that one heavy punch, knocks the dude out, be done with it. I bought these gloves. That is absolute steel and hard plastic. I mean, one punch with that in the right location, they ain't gonna know nothing for a while. And by then, you've got them tied up, or you're out of, you take off and you're gone, whatever, before they wake back up. And both, of course, right and left, the same way. I think these were like $22, but just for the peace of mind, if I can't get to a firearm or a knife, whatever, and most likely if I'm bugging out, I'm just going to put these on, because you never know what's going to come around. And you can never be too safe, especially, if you're bugging out with your spouse, your kids. You want any means of self-defense that you can get your hands on, okay? Whether it's, like the fishing spear, frog gear, whatever that I just showed you on that shovel, those gloves, this wire and 2 little sticks, around somebody's neck. Anything you can get your hands on. Another roll of duct tape. A bunch of these hand warmers. Like I said, I haven't cleaned this out for spring, so I do have a lot of sources of staying warm. So that's for right now. This will probably all go back in my hunting bag, because hunting season falls right at the beginning of real cold weather. So it's kind of, I'll probably leave a couple in here, but put the rest in my hunting bag. And here I got more of these in my hunting bag. These are field dressing gloves. I don't use them now. Just, hunting, I just gut the deer, whatever, I don't worry about it. But like SHTF, if you're hunting game and, you can't bathe properly or whatnot, you don't want the smell of blood and everything all the way up your arms and whatever. So with these, you just put them on, they come up to your elbows. You clean your kill, take them off like you would latex gloves. You don't get nothing on you. Throw them away, there's no smell. Because depending on where you're bugging out to and from, if you kill a deer, you don't want to smell like game, because there might be something out there bigger than you that's going to get your scent from their blood, and you're the prey. Bears, coyotes, wolves. I mean, we have coyotes here. Not too much of a threat, but, bears and wolves, stuff like that. There's another pair of those. I've got a fork and spoon. I think that's it for the most part. I don't think I have anything in this very back. Yeah, because most of like our food, things like that, stays in my H3. Because you never know when it's going to go south, and you're not going to have time to grab everything. I think, because I'm getting ready to redo my vehicle too, because there's some things I want to add, some things I'm going to take away. Because we got the room in my truck, SUV, whatever. I'm trying to get enough in there that, worst case scenario, we got to leave our home. We're going to still stay comfortable. As comfortable as I can make it for them in the situation. Okay, so, I mean, the tent, food. I usually try to keep our fold up camping chairs back there. Just things that, if you do get in the clear and you got a good shelter, and you're set for a while, you're going to be there for a while, no big imminent threats, there's no reason why you can't be, as comfortable as you can possibly get. It's like the hammock and stuff. I mean, it weighs a little bit, but I'll make that sacrifice. I'm not stupid. I know how much weight I can carry around and how long I can carry it. Like the little flat pack grill and fire pit I showed y'all, That's probably something that's going to go in my bug out tote in my truck now that I've taken it out of the bag. Because ultimately, I don't need this to eat. I don't need this to stay warm. That is a comfort thing. That's a, you know, if you're on the run and you want to have a fire, but no traces left behind that you were there, that thing is good for that. You know, that type of thing. I don't need it. That's just something I liked. There's a big difference. My tools, like my hatchet, my saw, my machete, that will stay in the bag. That's not a luxury, that's a have to. My thermos for water, that's a have to. You know, my little pans there and my saucepan and stuff, that's a have to. My shovel, a have to. I need that stuff. You know, that will stay in the bag at all times. The hammock will stay in the bag. Most of all, my Bible. I don't care if that Bible weighs 45 pounds by itself, it's staying in my bag. You know, it's just, do you need all the stuff that I showed you? Well, for the most part, you kind of do. Like I said, except for like the little fire pit here, you don't need that. These gloves, you don't need those. They don't weigh anything, but you don't need them. Could they come in handy? Absolutely. Could they save your life in a hand-to-hand fight? Absolutely. But do you need them? No. Also, I know you guys have seen it if you've seen the other video. My big flashlight is in my hunting bag. So I don't want nobody thinking I don't have any kind of light. I also have the eco-worthy little solar power station that now stays in my truck. I use it for fishing. I use it just for sitting outside at night. You want some light, it charges your phone. I've also got a portable power bank that the missus bought me for Christmas. I think it was maybe Valentine's Day this year. But it's the complete power bank. It's got 4 solar panels that fold out. It's the size of a cell phone. Stuff like that, I would highly recommend getting if you can. If you can't, start out small. You know, you can get a little power bank that's good for like 4 charges at Walmart for like $8. They're in the sporting goods section. It's literally just a clip that clips onto your bag, onto your belt loop, whatever. You can get 3 to 4 charges for your cell phone out of that. Or any other little USB device, not necessarily a phone. But, you know, for the most part, I don't really have anything, like I said, except for the stove, the gloves, that I see that I don't need. My main focus in my bug out bag is a way to make fire, a way to drink, and a way to take care of myself and my family, as in first aid, and my tools. Because you're going to have a way to cut wood. You're going to have have a way to make poles, a way to, thatch everything together. So, I mean, everybody's bug out bag is going to be different from the next guy's. So just make it to suit your needs, but make sure you have the essentials, guys. One more thing I wanted to show you guys was a birthday gift from my mom and dad. I never got to show it off yet, and I haven't used it yet either. I thought this was the coolest thing ever. I've wanted one for a long time. They got me a tripod grill. You just hang it over your fire, cook right there on that little grate. Now, of course, I'm not gonna bug out with something like this, but that'll be awesome for camping this year. I just kind of want to show that off. I think that's all I got tonight, guys. Oh, if you see this, We the People Prepping, man, we got your presents. We appreciate it, brother. Sherry Leach actually won on We the People Prepping. But she told Dan at We the People to pass it along to me because the shipping was just outrageous and it was just a bad deal, which he sent her something and, he made it right. But she forwarded her gift on to me. I appreciate that, Sherry, a lot. I kind of took both and made one for Mama to keep in her car. So I want to show you that real quick, Dan. This is the little bag that she got from Dan. A really cool little bag. It's got Molly rings on the front. And, I put this knife on the front for her. Just a little pocket knife. Good for any little situation. Really nice little knife there. Like I said, this is just for her to keep in her car. You know, you never know what she's going to run into. Got her a ferro rod and striker back there. Put that in there for her. Got her tactical pin in there, breaking glass or, you know, whatever you need to use it for on somebody. Anyway, that's on there. I put her some emergency gauze pads in there. This flashlight came with it. Really nice flashlight by Vaunt. It's fully adjustable. It's got a great zoom on it. Really cool flashlight. I put her an emergency blanket in there. And of course she's got the safety bracelet like I wear. One of those came with it, so I got that in there for her. And I stuck her a lighter in there. I told her the only thing she's got to do is get her a little pack of Band-Aids and some kind of like first aid cream, whatnot, and stuff like that. It's little things, you know, stick in there that she might need in case I can't get to her. So I got that all set up for her, and it's got a really cool morale patch on it. You can change those out. I really love that patch. I think it's the same patch on my bag. Nope, mine's the OD green. But anyway, Dan, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you, man. I think that's all I got for tonight. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a lengthy video, but I hope this might help somebody. Like I said, there's stuff that I keep in my truck all the time. I've got my hunting bag that's ready to go with me if we got to get out of here. So just because I didn't pull it out of this bag, guys, don't mean I don't have it. Because I know somebody will comment that you forgot this or that, or, you know, if they watch the whole video, they'll know. I explained it all. So I hope you guys like this. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Till I see y'all again, God bless each and every one of you guys. I love y'all. Papa Prepper out.